I wanted to talk about some Dead Island 2 theories that have been circulating around a little bit and pick out the more important ones that I think are really worth discussing. So there's a point in the game where you're going to fight the Butcher boss fight, which I think is around 4 to 5 hours into the game. But there is a clip you can see where you're running along the dock from one of the far out docks on the Santa Monica Pier. It's a set piece, it's collapsing under you like this is a goddamn Uncharted mission, and I assume you fall into the hole and then Butcher pounces on top of you. That's my theory, at least. Everything mainly outside of LA does seem to be in a pretty good state, but inside of LA, it looks a lot like this. An earthquake has gone through everything from what it seems, the roads are entirely shifted, like something that has to be some type of earthquake. I'm not too sure what else it could be, but hey, we're here to speculate, so share your thoughts. In another sense, the way Dead Island 2 is on an island is because all the quarantine gates that are everywhere. Dead Island 2 is very much quarantined off, and I think that adds more of a linear sense to it. Because some people definitely want more of an open world game, and I think you're not really getting that this time around. Instead, you're getting more very straightforward linear areas with groups of zombies that you'll come across and kill. Another theory I want to talk about is Sam B returning, and why this may lead to some other characters returning as well from the first game. Sam B ends up on the boat in Riptide. I never played the ending, but I do know that's how it ends, with some other survivors, including the other playable characters. And it ends up being a cliffhanger that we don't really know the conclusion to. And my guess is that it's going to lead to all the other characters being slowly introduced throughout Dead Island 2. I'm not sure why you would introduce just Sam B and not have anybody else really come back, especially if they were all in the same place at the end of Riptide. But hey, I don't know, maybe Sam B got hired out for a show, so he's there to sing Hootie Voodoo to a crowd of LA people and the apocalypse happened there, who knows. If not an earthquake, maybe it was a bombing. If it was a bombing, then the rest of the cars would be completely destroyed, everything would be on fire. To me, the gate here looks kind of closed, so I'm kind of like concluding that you can't get into this, but I'm hoping. I'm holding out hope. As you can see in this clip, I believe this is on top of the Ferris wheel. I don't know how far it will go, but we do see that we're going to get stabbed by Butcho. Another theory is the possibility of Karen from the first Dead Island returning. I've spoke about this a couple times before in my last stream and in a separate video of its own, but Karen was the main antagonist of the Dead Island franchise, and it's been speculated that this is Karen. So one mission name that really stood out to me, of course, besides the Blood Drive mission, was this one, where you have to tell the authorities you're immune, and something happens, and you lose contact, and we don't know what happens, but something interesting is going to happen, that's for sure. In general, all the cards are very, very well designed. The artists on here did a very nice job, so props to them, props to the artists for making Dead Island 2 have a very unique art style, I would say, at least in this sense.